Talk about a classic summer song. R.O.C.K. in the USA is a familiar tune from John Mellencamp, perfect for the 4th of July. Mellencamp has just been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and he was a gracious host when I came calling on his home turf.
I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town.
John Mellencamp was born in a small town, Seymour, Indiana. And he still lives outside a small town.
Keep your feet on the pegs.
Where it crossed my mind I could die in one.
Hold on to you.
That's all you gotta do.
I am not letting go.
I know, I should have worn a helmet. John Mellencamp has come a long way.
Seymour's about 50 miles from here.
Yeah.
His 86-acre estate borders Lake Monroe near Bloomington.
What is it about you in Indiana?
I have to come here. I just feel at home. I mean, I could be away for a long time and come back here and kind of decompress and then boom.
It's ironic. He extols the bucolic life, but lives a fast one.
Tell them how fast you just went.
Okay, I think 85 is what you claim.
85.
Oh, Lordy.
But I didn't come home to Indiana to ride. I came to talk.
Where would you rather be than sitting here being interviewed?
Well, cards on the table. I don't really like being interviewed. I have talked about myself for 40 years, and I'm just not that interesting.
Not interesting? Married in high school and a father at 19, Mellencamp wasted no time. At 21, he went to New York to study art or to sign a record deal.
It turned out that the New York Art Student League wanted money, but the record company wanted to give me money. Let me see. I ended up getting a record deal like that.
I interviewed the head of a record company, and he said within minutes, everybody knows that somebody who has walked in the door has something.
But the most humility, I say, that's what happened to me. They didn't even listen to the demo tape.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
But we're still listening to Mellencamp classics like Jack and Diane.
Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone to walk on.
I don't really know how a 25-year-old guy would know that life would go on long after the thrill of living is gone. But I wrote those words. And for me, it was very helpful because, I don't know about you, but I want to do something every day. I want to learn something every day. I want to make something every day. If I go for a day and don't make anything, I feel guilty about it.
I love every part of that statement. What do you think is driving you?
I wrote in the song, life is short even in its longest days.
He's been smoking, by the way, most of his life, since he was 10.
Life is short even in its longest days.
He's also a serious and prolific painter. His portraits have been shown at museums.
Baby, me and you.
But the music often interrupts the brushwork.
And there's a song on the new record called Easy Targets.
Easy targets, a country's broken up.
And I wrote that song in, I don't know, 5 minutes. I couldn't even keep up with it. So songwriting has become like a real surprise to me and really exciting at my age. It's more exciting now than it ever was.
His latest and 23rd album is called Sad Clowns and Hillbillies. The critics took notice.
Do you read them?
Nope. I'm finding this out from you.
You've been really, really good.
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. If you care about the good ones, then you got to care about the bad ones.
And I ain't even done with
His music has changed over the years.
some people. Ain't
so has his name. From the 1970s through the 80s, he was John Cougar. His first manager thought it would sell more records. For a while, he went by John Cougar Mellencamp. But by the early 90s, the Cougar was gone. At times overtly political, Mellencamp's songs about freedom, struggling farmers, the working man, led fans to make assumptions.
But quite honestly, that's one of my biggest disappointments. You would think with all the goddamn people in the world that somebody would have taken the time to sat down and listen to my lyrics to my song one time.
Pink Houses, for instance, is not a red, white, and blue anthem.
Your fans are probably way, way, way on the spectrum to the right of you.
Oh, I've been booed. When the Iraq War started, I was so against that.
$51 billion more to continue his war in Iraq.
If John Mellencamp sounds like one self-assured son of a gun, she is the reason why.
Here's the trick. If you want a kid that has confidence, my grandmother told me every day of my life, buddy, don't forget, you're the handsomest, luckiest, talented boy in the world. The flip side of that is it's really hard for girlfriends to compete with that.
It's an acknowledged fact that relationships have been a struggle.
What's the greatest lesson you've learned from the women in your life?
Too many to name. Apparently women just don't like me very much. That's all I can say about that.
He's been linked in recent years to perennial cover girl Christy Brinkley and actress Meg Ryan. And before them, 3 wives. He has 5 children and 9 grandkids.
You're looking for another cigarette, I know.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
What, cigarettes?
You have a voice to protect, don't you? Or is it
Are
just
you
getting
kidding me?
better
Have you ever heard my voice
Yeah.
lately? It's fantastic. Are you kidding me? I sound like a black guy singing now.
What?
I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted to sound like, Louis Armstrong. But I didn't. I sounded like a white guy. And now I got it. These are my babies. Come on.
He says he doesn't worry so much about cigarettes and his health. He's got a strange theory.
Rightfully or wrongfully, I believe that it's the combination of cigarettes and alcohol that get people, the two of them combined.
And he hasn't had a drink, he says, since college.
It's probably a wacky idea, but it comforts me. Now that I've said that, 2 weeks from now, you're going to read, Mellencamp dies of heart attack.
He's already had a heart attack at 42. And now, at 66, he does think about mortality.
I can see the finish line from here. I only have so many summers left, and I intend not to waste them being old.